My name is Josephine and I teach Pilates here at inLIFE, mostly a reformer. Every now and then I'll teach a mat class if I need to cover, but yeah, Pilates instructor. Yeah, so my passion for fitness started probably about, nearly 10 years ago, I'd say. I started off with being passionate about health. I grew up in a very health-conscious family. My dad, he's always been into his health, and he had a few friends that were sick over the years, and he really tried to learn a lot about the human body and what works. And I've just grown up, being like 10 years old, drinking green juices, and I've been in that lifestyle for a long time. So I think it just gradually started to grow. I just found that I was really passionate about it too. I would always be reading about it and learning about it and what worked for my body, what felt good, what didn't feel good. So I initially started off, just really eating really well and kind of on that journey, and then that started to come hand in hand with the gym. I think I started training at the gym, not really knowing what to do at all at first. When I was about maybe 17 or 18, I had never really been into sport at school or anything like that, and looking back, I kind of wish that I did. But so I started really basically training at the gym, and I made some good friends there that were trainers, and then slowly started making more friends in the industry, and they would teach me as I was going. I felt like I was getting more and more confident, and then I ended up in a corporate job. I wanted to be an event manager when I was younger. I was really good at planning and organising and being really structured, so I thought that would work for me. But once I started doing it, I just found that I really didn't enjoy it as much as I thought it would. It was super stressful, really fast paced, like 9 till 5, but working way longer hours than I ever imagined, especially when events were on. It was just crazy. So I actually started doing Pilates while I was doing that, and I was probably just doing Pilates maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and I loved it. I just loved it. It felt so good after I left. It was just such a happy environment. All the instructors were amazing. And that was going back at least 5 or 6 years ago now. And I remember always saying in my head, I'd love to do this, but it was just like one of those things that you just don't really, you're like, yeah, I'd love to do that, but maybe one day. I didn't really give it too much thought. I had really just started out in my career, so I was just trying to push that. And then I realised I changed jobs, and I was still in events, but it was a bit more corporate. I was doing more festivals and bars, and it changed into like more of a corporate role. So it was even worse. I just hated it. I couldn't stand it. I was like, well, what am I doing with my life? I felt like I just cannot picture myself doing this for another 10, 20, 50, however long, someone's career goes for. So, and I was still doing Pilates over the years, still doing it, and I never lost that interest in it, and I just started getting more confident in it and better at it as I was going. And one day I just woke up and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do the course and then see where it takes me. And I did that while I was still working. So I started training and learning that, and by the time I finished, I ended up falling pregnant. So I didn't end up teaching for a little while. I was just covering a couple of my friends' classes here and there, but I didn't really get into the full swing of it for probably a good year after I finished my course. So a bit longer than what I had hoped, but once I started to get into it, I just loved it. I quit my job. I started really putting all my time and effort into trying to become a really confident instructor, because I'm not naturally an extrovert, I wouldn't say, so it took a little while for me to feel confident speaking in front of lots of people and not having to constantly be thinking, oh, what am I going to do next, hoping I don't forget the next move or whatever I had planned. So but I feel pretty good now in doing it. I love it, and I actually come home, if I'm ever having a bad day, I come to work and I go home, I actually feel better. It's not like I go to work and you feel even worse after the end of the day. So I just love it. I feel like it's so rewarding, and everyone just, I don't know, it seems to be such a good environment. Everyone's happy and positive, and you know, likes to have your opinion on things and ask and just have conversations about health, and I love to help people reach their goals. So yeah, so that's pretty much what got me to where I am today. So